My name is Misaki, and I'm a cheerful middle schooler who goes to school full of energy every day. I live with my parents and my older brother Kada. The four of us make up our family. My dad works as the third-generation head of a fairly large company, and my brother is set to become the fourth-generation successor. Because of that, my parents have always treated Kada with a lot of care and attention.
Here you go. A present from your dad and me.
You said you wanted this for a while, so we went ahead and got it for you.
You bought him something again? He gets bored of things so quickly, he's just going to stop using it like always.
It's totally fine if that happens. We'll just buy him whatever he wants next.
Besides, Kada isn't fickle. He's just curious about all kinds of things.
Exactly. I'm not like you, Misaki. I just have an eye for different stuff.
These are my parents and my older brother, Kada. They've always been like this. When it comes to Kada, they never hold back when spending money on him. Whether it was cram school or swimming lessons, if Kada said he wanted to do it, my parents would sign him up without hesitation. And everything Kada used was top of the line, expensive stuff. But even then, he never stuck with anything for more than 6 months. Our house ended up cluttered with all the things he lost interest in. Amid all that, the one person who was always on my side was Grandpa. I cleaned up the kitchen for you.
What? Misaki, you don't need to do any chores when you come over. You should just relax.
I'm done already, so now I can relax.
You're such a kind girl. There are some yummy snacks in that cupboard. Let's share them together.
This man is my beloved grandpa. Thanks to him, I'm able to smile and get through each day. Meanwhile, even though my brother is completely doted on by our parents, he spends his time secretly goofing off.
Hey, Misaki, you're not busy, right? I'll let you do my homework again.
Again? Come on, do it yourself already. I only managed it last time because it was art. But this is math. I'm in middle school. I don't understand high school math.
I'll let you borrow the textbook. Just make sure it's done by tomorrow.
Wait, what? Seriously, Kada. This is how my brother always is. He dumps his homework on me and then skips his cram school to go hang out with his friends. He struts around saying he's going to be the president of the company someday, so he doesn't need to do anything to become successful. But there's no way you can become great without doing anything. The only one who ever acknowledged how I felt about that was my kind, understanding grandpa. Meanwhile, my brother still isn't studying at all.
Oh my goodness, look, honey. Kada got a perfect score again. Can you believe it?
Whoa, Kada really is a genius.
Of course I am. Just watch, I'll stay on top just like you two expect me to.
My brother's grades were always at the top of his class, but it's not because he was naturally smart. In reality, one of his classmates was the son of a subcontractor who worked with my dad's company. That boy was actually good at studying, and my brother would threaten to cut off orders unless he handed over his test answers. He even gave him some money from time to time and just copied everything. I wasn't just angry at my brother for doing that. I was also frustrated that our parents didn't even have the slightest clue what was going on. Hey, Kada, shouldn't you start studying for your tests and actually try to earn your grades? The way you're doing things now, you're not learning anything at all. Earlier, Mom and Dad were getting all excited talking about how you're going to apply to T University.
Listen, Misaki, it's no big deal if I don't get into some elite school. Since it's a tough one to get into, no one's going to blame me if I fail. And if I don't pass, no problem. I get to take a gap year. That means I get to do whatever I want.
You're already thinking like that. If Mom and Dad heard you say that, they'd probably be so shocked their souls would leave their bodies.
Those two, as long as they think I'm some kind of genius, they're perfectly happy. I'm just giving them a dream to believe in, so this is totally no big deal.
In the end, my brother took the entrance exam for one of Japan's most elite universities, and failed spectacularly. Still, he brushed it off in his usual overconfident way, comforting our disappointed parents and smoothly slipping into the gap year life he had planned all along. After that, he failed the entrance exam 4 more times before finally enrolling in a low-tier private university. Meanwhile, I got accepted into a top national university and graduated before he did. But even then, my parents still clung to the idea of having Kada take over the family company.
Listen, it's different for girls like you, Misaki. That's why Kada is the one who'll inherit the company.
Forget about which university. Just look at his past grades. This is the obvious choice.
Both of you, why are you still so obsessed with Kada?
How many times do I have to say it? I've been destined to be the next president since the day I was born.
That's insane. All three of you are completely out of touch.
Don't act all high and mighty when you don't know how the world works.
Stay out of matters that don't concern you, especially something as serious as succession.
That's enough. Kate has been wasting his time playing around instead of studying. Do you really believe he's fit to take over the company?
Come on, Grandpa, bud out already.
Yay, it's my company now, and Kada will inherit it, no matter what.
Fools. You think the employees will actually follow a slacker like him?
A real leader makes people follow him, whether they want to or not.
How dare you speak that way to your own grandson?
Then let me ask you, what about Misaki? You doted on Kada while leaving her to raise herself. Don't pretend you gave her freedom when really, you just neglected her.
Misaki has nothing to do with succession.
Exactly. It's common sense to invest in the person who benefits the company's future.
Is that so? Then I'll raise Misaki myself into a capable, respectable member of society.
How? As if Misaki could ever pull that off.
Kate is right. Misaki's just too laid back.
She'll never come close to Kada, who's always been at the top of his class.
Say whatever you want. We'll see soon enough who's truly fit to lead this company.
After declaring his intentions, Grandpa took me with him and we left the house. When we arrived at his home.
Misaki, I'm sorry for dragging you into all that unpleasantness earlier.
It's okay. But Grandpa, are you really sure it's okay to say something like that? You said you'd raise me into someone capable, but I'm not as smart or impressive as you are.
What are you talking about? Misaki, you're a smart girl and more hardworking than anyone I know. You see, I just can't stand the idea of someone with no real ability getting ahead just because of their parents' ego. A company only exists because of its employees. Without understanding that, no one deserves to lead it. And I don't want someone like that taking over the business.
Grandpa, if you believe in me, does that mean you think I actually have a chance?
Of course. Misaki, you're more than capable. Just leave it all to me.
And so, I joined my father's company, not as just another employee, but as the direct assistant to the chairman himself. Though my grandfather is usually kind and warm, as chairman he was like a completely different person, strict and unrelenting. Even as a new hire, he didn't go easy on me, in fact, quite the opposite.
Next, we're heading to Aiken Corp. After that,
Is Grandpa seriously planning to take me along on every single client visit?
Misaki, what are you spacing out for?
I'm so sorry, sir.
Once we're back at the office, summarize the key points from that last dinner meeting. After that, prepare a report on the overseas business division.
Grandpa kept handing me one task after another. It was almost dizzying how much work he gave me. He's the second-generation president of the company, and under his leadership, it grew to 10 times its original size. Seeing that firsthand, I realized he was truly someone with real ability, and I pushed myself hard to keep up with him. Sometime later, my brother used every connection he had through our father, the company president, to get himself hired. He was immediately handed an important position, but then, "Where are you? The meeting's about to start. What are you doing?"
How about trying that again with some respect? I outrank you by miles, you know?
Actually, I joined the company before you, and I report directly to the chairman. But even putting that aside, this isn't about who's superior.
Well, someone's gotten mouthy. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
I don't care, just get to the meeting room, now. You do realize this is about tomorrow's major deal, right? You're the one visiting the client, so we have to prep properly.
Stuff like that always works out. Somehow you handle it for me, will y'all?
This is not a joke. That client is incredibly important.
Yeah, I know. But come on, why should I deal with such petty work? I'm the future CEO, remember? Just showing up is already a favor to them.
Are you serious right now? I'm begging you, just don't act like that tomorrow, okay? Please, just be professional and don't do anything disrespectful.
Man, you're annoying. You're ruining my drink here.
Wait, did you just say drink?
Day champagne, baby. Day drinking hits different, you know?
What? You're drinking instead of prepping for this meeting.
I told you I'm the next CEO. That means I can do whatever I want.
That doesn't mean.
Anyway, I'm leaving the rest of you. Later.
You can't just wait. Hello. Are you kidding me right now? My brother skipped an important meeting just to go drinking. Even though we held the meeting as planned, without the main person involved, it was pointless. Because he didn't understand any of the context, he ended up ruining a crucial business deal. To make matters worse, his behavior enraged one of our key clients, and that was the final straw. The employee's frustration, long simmering, finally exploded.
What the hell is this? Our performance is less than half of what it was last year. What the hell happened?
That performance is the reality, plain and simple.
Then you fix it. You're the chairman's right hand. You're supposed to be the brilliant one, right?
You're the one who dragged things down this far. And you've got the nerve to say that?
There's no way this is all my fault. It's probably just the employees. They're not motivated enough.
Don't be ridiculous. You blew that critical meeting and made one of our most important clients furious. I heard how arrogant you acted. No wonder they cut ties with us. And on top of that, everyone's fed up with how you strut around the office like you're above them. People are angry, Kada.
And just tighten up the rules. Raise the discipline level or something.
There's nothing wrong with the rules. You are the problem. Because of you, we've received a massive number of resignation letters. Do you even understand what that means?
You're too soft. Misaki, if they want to quit, just let them. We'll find replacements.
It doesn't work like that.
This company's going to be mine one day anyway, so I make the rules.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I have some news for our delusional future CEO. Your termination has just been officially approved.
Terminated. Why the hell am I getting fired?
It was decided at the board meeting. As of the end of this month, you're no longer an employee of this company.
I never agreed to this. I'm the next president. How can you fire me?
When are you going to wake up? You're just another employee with a title, nothing more. And all you've done is abuse company funds, ditch your work, and drink during business hours. You really thought someone like that wouldn't face any consequences?
Misaki is absolutely right.
My brother was stunned when he heard he was being fired, but he was even more shocked when Grandpa suddenly appeared.
Wait, don't tell me you were pulling strings behind the scenes, Grandpa. You've got to be kidding me. Besides, even if the board voted on it, there's no way Dad would ever allow this to happen.
When are you going to stop relying on others? I've already decided. Your father is stepping down as president. He's taking responsibility for letting you run wild without lifting a finger to guide you.
You've got to be kidding. Even Dad is quitting.
Why? Why is the president being dragged into this too? This is all your fault.
You really think everything is Kada's fault? He acted like the company was already his even though he wasn't president yet, completely delusional. But Dad, you saw that happening and didn't say a word. Don't you think you share some of the blame too?
This can't be happening. Dad stepping down. There's no way you can do that.
That just shows how much frustration has been building up among the staff toward both of you.
Grandpa's right. That's why he's going to serve as both chairman and president for the time being.
Whoa, Grandpa. Doing both roles yourself. That's insane.
What's so insane about it? Since you clearly don't understand how this company runs, why don't you try working under Grandpa for a change? Then again, knowing you, you'd be lucky to last even 30 minutes.
True. Oh, and Misaki, from here on out, I want you to take the lead in running this company.
Wait, Misaki is going to run things.
That's right. Misaki will be our next president, and she'll also be handling day-to-day operations with a team. Restoring this company's performance depends on her. But with her at the helm, I'm confident we'll be just fine.
And you know what? There's someone very special joining our tech development team too. Guess who?
How the hell would I know?
That would be me.
And when my brother saw who had suddenly appeared.
Wait, Dickie, you're the exceptionally talented person she was talking about.
That's right. The very same Daiki who helped you cheat through high school by handing over his test answers.
Man, I really wish you hadn't brought that up. High school was hell for me because of that.
You've got to be kidding me. You're seriously letting someone from a subcontractor into our company. You really think you can get away with this kind of nonsense?
Daiki is an outstanding engineer. I've asked him to join us more times than I can count. At first, he kept turning us down. But when I mentioned firing you two as a condition, he agreed right away.
Do I really need to explain which one of you is actually valuable to this company? We have no place here for lazy employees who drag everyone down.
I was born to be a company president.
Then go start your own business.
Yeah, good luck with that. Not sure who'd actually follow you, though.
starting to see reality a little more clearly now? Finally realizing just how far they had fallen, both my father and brother.
This all happened because Kada kept slacking off and not taking his job seriously.
Oh, now it's my fault. If you really thought that, maybe you should have acted like a real president and actually called me out.
If you had taken your role as the future CEO seriously.
Enough already.
Dad, Kada, arguing with each other won't change a thing.
Seriously? You're both adults, and you still need your father to babysit you? Misaki is already confirmed as the next president. The chairman's just here to support her. The seats are taken. You two no longer have a place in this company.
This can't be happening. Losing my job at this age. Dad, please.
Not my problem. You brought this on yourself.
Come on, getting fired is a huge problem for me. I already told everyone I was going to be president.
Well then, next time just tell them, my sister became president instead.
That's so embarrassing. Come on, I'll start working properly from now on, I swear.
Please, let us stay with the company.
If you didn't want to end up like this, you should have done your job in the first place.
Just give us one more chance, please.
No chances left to give.
I'm begging you. I'll go back to square one and start learning everything.
Starting from scratch now? That'd be a complete waste of time.
Exactly. Ever think about the people who'd have to teach you? If you're not here to work, then you're free to leave. The exit's right over there. And with that, goodbye. After that, my father was officially removed from his position as company president, and my brother was fired. Grandpa ordered Kada to repay every single yen he had misused from company expenses. As a result, he fell deep into debt and now juggles multiple part-time jobs just to get by. Meanwhile, my prideful father, unable to accept what had happened, refused to look for a new job and slipped into the life of a shut-in. And my mother, who had been a full-time housewife her whole life, was too out of touch with the real world to start working. She shut down completely. And so, my parents and brother lost both their wealth and their social status, falling into a bleak and miserable life. As for me,
Wait, what? You were the one who did that art homework back then, Misaki?
well, yeah.
Seriously? That piece was so good they submitted it to a contest, and it actually won an award.
What? I had no idea.
Just like I expected from you, Misaki. Smart and talented in the arts.
Hey, what if we had Misaki design the company's new mascot character?
That's a fantastic idea. And once it's done, we'll make merchandise out of it too.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna buy that. After that, Grandpa's company steadily regained its footing and began to thrive once again. As I continued to give it my all, I learned so much along the way, and eventually, I was officially appointed as president. Daiki has also been doing an incredible job as head of the Technology Development Division. Grandpa, now back in his role as chairman, laughed joyfully and said, "Peace has finally returned to this company. Thanks to him, I became the fourth-generation leader. I don't know how far I'll be able to protect and grow this company, but I do believe that if I keep doing what needs to be done, one step at a time, it will all lead to a better future." With that belief in my heart, I've made up my mind to tackle each responsibility, one by one, with care. And so, today too, I work with a smile, full of energy.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.